What's you back again? Another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about, or doing episode 2 of how to become a COD pro. And today I think we're going to focus on the best strategies for doing streaks, and kind of how the best strategies at kind of just overall setting up your challenges and that, so that you can progress in a way that makes sense, right? Because you don't want to be doing multiple different challenges in the same game if it's going to hinder your ability to go well. A lot of players make that mistake in trying to do a bunch of challenges at one time when they're trying to get better at the game, and I think that kind of fucks them up in the long run. Unless you're someone specifically that you are well trained in multitasking in games. I know like people like Lego and Lot and Jev are two big ones who do multiple challenges and do extremely well with that. And that is perfectly fine if you're someone who is good with that, but for this series we're focusing on people who are well, to say the least, not that good and not capable of doing multiple challenges. And this can even go for some more pro style players that are still learning. I know I have a couple of people that just on Atomy that could use some of these tips and could use watching these videos for sure. But with that being said, let's hop right into it. And we're going to be off with beat right out of the bush, the streaks, man. Like I said in yesterday's video, don't be using streaks unless you need to, man. For real, for real. On this game, specifically, you do not need streaks. Run specialists, because honestly, that's where it's at. There's really no other reason to run anything else than specialists. And the pure fact is specialist just gives you every perk, man, and it just makes everything way more simple, because you have literally every perk, man. I mean, there really isn't much more to add to it. I mean, it's every perk. I don't know why you would not want to run it, to be honest. But if you're gonna run streaks, man, run good streaks. Run my class of streaks I'm running right now: UAV, flat guns, paratroopers, and if you're running the Blitzkrieg basic training, yeah, ball turret. There's really no other streaks that are worth the time to get. And I'll break it down for you, right? So the Molotov cocktail is completely trash, right? I mean, it's a 300 point. You can get this in 3 kills, right? 2.5 if you get some assist. The UAV, obviously, you want to run that. I mean, it's a UAV. It's amazing in every single way. The counter recon. So the counter recon in this game does not work the way you would think it would work. So it doesn't actually block the enemy radar. A lot of people think it does in this game. It does not. It does not block your radar. You still have a perfectly capable radar. The only thing it is designed to do in this game specifically is shoot down enemy recons and blocks from recons from being activated. So if there's one of these up, it's kind of like a flat gun, and it will not allow you to activate a recon. Care package, honestly, if you're gonna run this, you might as well just run fucking UAV and flat guns and paratroopers, because those are the 3 things that you're gonna want to get out of the care package anyway. And honestly, at that point, you might as well just go for the actual streak to get them. Fighter pilot, honestly, this is a fine one. I mean, people run this all the time and get high kill chains with it. I just don't personally think it's that great of a streak. I think that if you're going to use that, you imagine well just use like the firebombing run or the bombing run in regular, right? But again, you could use this. It's very capable, especially if you're playing Search and Destroy. It's a very quick streak to get and could clutch up a win for you. The glide bomb, man. What is there to say about this streak? It is not the worst streak to run, but it's not the greatest streak to run. It's one of those streaks where you could do some damage on shipment, for example, with this thing, but there really isn't a reason to run this thing unless you're not playing shipment, right? Flamethrower, pretty bad. I mean, you're not gonna do some crazy damage with this thing. I mean, you're gonna kill some kids. You might kill 1 or 2 kids with this, but that's about the gist of it. I mean, if you're playing Horde Point, then yeah, sure. Mortar Strike, it is just not that great of a streak compared to the Artillery Barrage. Artillery Barrage is definitely better. The only reason this is worse than the Artillery Barrage is because you only get 3 of them, which is more than you would get with the Artillery Strike, because that's 1. But this shoots 3 separate mortars kind of what it's a mortar strike. I mean, that's what it does. And the problem with that is the artillery barrage will actually laser one specific chunk of the map that you choose for about a solid 20 seconds or so, 15 seconds of continuous explosions, while the mortar strike will be a once and done thing. It'll hit one time and that'll be it. I think sometimes it'll hit twice, depending on the luck. Sometimes it bugs out and fires 2 mortars. It's not that great. And then the mortar strike, like I said, relatively good. The only problem with mortar strike is, quite frankly, it just fucks up everyone else's game, including yours. I mean, it just makes everything super bouncy for a while, and I'm sure you've all taken notice in like games like Shipment. It basically makes the entire time period this thing lasts just unplayable at that point. Flat guns are amazing, blocks any aerial streaks from being deployed, and if there is some, it'll destroy all aerial streaks that are already deployed. Emergency airdrop, same thing with the care packages. If you're going to run them, you might as well just run the streaks that you want out of them anyway. Firebombing run, pretty self-explanatory. It's a great streak overall. I've ran this quite a bit back in my level 1000 grind days because it's just a solid streak. If you're trying to cut off a certain area of the map for a small fraction of time, this is a perfect streak to do it. It puts fire after the bombs explode, making it almost nearly impossible to get through without dying. It only lasts for like 30-40 seconds of the fire. It does not last very long, so you just keep that in mind. Paratroopers, of course, are just phenomenal. I think that they are definitely the best streak in this game, hands down. Spawns in, I think, 4 to 5 veteran bots, and they just go absolute fucking dog, man. They go absolutely crazy. Their only downside of these is that if you have going against anyone that's even slightly high tier player, they can easily fight these things. I mean, I can sit down, like, when I first started playing this game, I was a little worried about paratroopers, but honestly, where I'm at the point now, it's like, when paratroopers get called in, it's not even scary. Like, it's literally just, you're gonna realize that they're gonna come for you, so just kind of sit in one spot and you can wait them out. Carpet bombing, same thing as the fire. The only problem with carpet bombing is I feel like it gets people killed, like yourself killed, and if you're on hardcore, teammates killed, a lot more than you think it would because of that ability to have 3 bombers. It may surpass the... So, for example, if you're playing Shipment, one will go past every side of Shipment. So one will go left side, one will go past the right side, and one will go down the middle, right? Every single time. It always goes down in a row, right? So... if you're using that streak, keep that in mind. Next one's up, last one actually up, is the ball turret gunner, man. This thing's very, very good if you're not trying to go for a nuclear. The only reason I say that is because I see a lot of people use the ball turret and end up dying while using the ball turret, and they lose that huge ass streak they were just on, right? So keep that in mind when you're using it. It's more of a high kill, like high kill game type of thing, not really streak type of thing. So with that being said, those are your streaks, right? Set them up in a way that makes sense for you. I personally like to do 1 recon for aerial coverage, and then I'll do flat guns for the anti-air coverage, and then I'll do paratroopers as like backup support, especially if I'm playing solo, if I'm running streaks. It's really nice to have backup that you can relatively trust compared to teammates. Now challenges. How are you going to do challenges? So, when you're doing challenges, keep in mind that we're not just talking about camos, and we're not talking just about calling cards, we're talking about emblems, we're talking about leaderboard stats, all these type of things. I consider everything that you are grinding towards a challenge, be that level, be that social rank, be it that camos, be it that guns, be it that attachments, be it that levels on guns, be it the gun itself, be it fucking emblems, calling cards, face challenge, whatever they may be, right? Everything you earn to me is a challenge, right? That's why I've been here lately going back and doing DLC guns, because that's a challenge that I have yet to complete, right? Getting my DLC guns chrome, like I should have back when I first started playing the game. And the best way to say this is pick a category of challenges and do them first. Don't multitask, because a lot of times what happens, and I've seen this time and time again, is you're trying to do 5 different camo challenges, a fucking calling card challenge, a launcher challenges. You're trying to do you're trying to level up, and you're trying to get your social score up, and you're trying to do a daily contract, and you're doing all these things in the same match, and it drains you. So pick certain things and do them. Go back, do another stuff, do a separate set of stuff, do that, come back, and just keep that cycle going, right? Because that's what really matters in the end of the day, is getting everything done, but getting it done in a timely manner that makes the most logical sense, you know? And how do I mean that? So what I like to do is, and we'll kind of go through my challenges here to kind of show you guys that, like, what I mean, like how much I've accomplished, so you guys can kind of get an idea. When I was grinding for 1000, in the early days of this game, back in 2017? 2017, yes, 2017. I can't do math. So back in 2017 when this game first came out, this game had a lot of issues, as many people that have been playing the game since launch really understand. Because, like, when at launch, the servers were complete dog shit, right? But when I started playing, I focused a lot on my camos, right? I focused heavily on my camos, and I got Diamond Snipers, Diamond SMGs, Diamond Shotguns relatively quick, within first week or two. Snipers, I think I got done in a day. And the reason I got those done so quick was, I think a lot of other players, I think, also got them done so quick, was because not only are they simple challenges on this game, but they're also very straightforward, and if you sit down and you just focus, then you will just power through them, right? Because getting long shots, getting 10 long shots, getting 100 headshots, those things just take no time, especially compared to modern day CODs like Vanguard, where they ask you to get 50 headshots with the fucking random ass grip and a barrel attached, right? So, and that's not on top of the 200 headshots they wanted you to get before. So, breaking it down makes it a little more simpler, and it makes it feel like the challenges are actually going way faster. So, like, if you're sitting down doing 3 guns in one game trying to get challenges, you're going to feel like you're making no progress, and quite frankly, that's because you're not making any progress. You're literally making no progress. Majority of the time, if you're doing multiple guns in a game, you're not focusing on one particular challenge, right? What I'm focused on when I go into a game is I focus, okay, I'm getting my headshots. Once my headshots are done, then we'll pick a challenge and we'll focus on that. The only time I think I ever focus on one particular challenge is usually once I have the headshots done on a gun. Then that gun, I will do whatever challenges are needed. If I can get them all done in the same game, then I will. If I can't, then I won't, right? Most times you can get like 50 kills in a game if you're good, which will take care of one challenge. You can usually get 5 bloodthirsties, 3 or 5 bloodthirsties a game, so that challenge. Usually the paybacks are usually ones that take a little longer because you have to get the lucky lobbies that you manage to actually kill the person that killed you, right, first. And that's kind of where the understanding your limits thing kind of comes in, right? Understanding where you draw the line, right? So, like, if you're doing a challenge and you're focused on headshots, you want to focus on the headshots, right? Aim for the head, pre-fire to the head, do whatever you need to do. Run attachments that particularly help your head damage, and kind of focus on that, right? Don't start doing other challenges with the same gun, right? Or different guns, for example. And you'll see dramatically you're increasing your overall usage. I see a lot of people, especially on streams recently, and I've kind of went into their chats and been like, yo, what are you doing, bro? You're doing this all wrong. Like, you're doing it all wrong. And that is focusing on DLC guns, or doing a gun, getting like 5-10 headshots and be like, I'm gonna stop this gun, I'm working the other gun to get 5-10 headshots in there. Don't do that. Alright? It's just not gonna help you get Chrome or Chrome Tiger or Dark Matter or whatever camo you're working on at that time easier, right? I know it is, quite frankly, a little bit different on the modern CODs because the modern CODs have like 90 ranks per gun or whatever it is. So those guns, it makes sense to get as many challenges done as you hit max rank, and then go to the next gun, get that max rank, and do that, and continue keep that rotation going. That's kind of the same process here, though. You're focusing on one challenge, doing that challenge, moving on to the next thing. That challenge is done, moving on to the next challenge, and continue that process. That's the best way I could explain it. I think it would be a little bit easier if it was something I could physically show. For me, I've done most of my challenges, so it's really hard to. I wish I would have documented the Chrome process, because Getting those challenges done one at a time is more rewardable in the long run than it is getting a bunch of challenges done at once, right? And if you're, quite frankly, if you're someone that's grinding to 1,000 in this game, that still wants to play this game and grind it, honestly, the best strategy is grind Chrome on everything default, then hit 1,000, go for Dark Chrome Tiger. Once you hit Chrome Tiger, play for a few months, and then focus on just regular, like, DLC guns. That's the best strategy for doing it. Focus on one thing, do that one thing, move on to the next, focus on that one thing, continue it, and keep that process going. With that being said, this video's kind of been longer. The next video will be coming out hopefully tonight, honestly. I'll have another one out, or tomorrow. And we'll be talking about, I think we'll focus on the best perks to run for nuclears. So if you're looking forward to that video, leave a like. And I will see you guys in the next one. It's been your boy. I'm out of here. Peace.